welcome to the official Nintendo podcast.
Usually on sale now. $3.99.
Unbelievable.
Bosh. Hello and welcome to the official Nintendo Magazine podcast number 28. I'm your host Neil Long, I'm the editor-in-chief, and the rest of the O&M team are going to introduce themselves in the style of game characters.
Hello, I'm Steve Hogarty. No, hang on. I'm Patrick Irish Ireland from the video game Section 8 as a character that I voiced.
See, that's not really fair, is it?
It was a favour for a friend. I can't do any other characters, so
Can't you?
live with it.
Not even a low quality Mario?
No.
Alright, let's leave it.
It's me.
It's good.
No, that wasn't mine. Hello. That just sounds like me. My name is Tom East, online editor of official Nintendo magazine. That was... Anyone? Any guesses?
Guess it's
Professor Layton with a cold.
Just sound like Roger Moore.
I'm going to try this. This isn't going to work. Hello, it's me, Chris Scullion, games editor of official Nintendo magazine. Wahoo!
That was really
That
good.
was really good.
Started
Very
alright,
impressive.
fizzled out.
You could be the next Martin.
Could replace Chuck.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Gav Murphy, voicing like someone from the original Resident Evil. I am the video producer for Nintendo TV. Don't open that door.
I want to do mine again, though, because
Mine was so good, and it
on then.
spurred you on.
Go on then.
That happens.
And it's me, Steve.
Yeah, that was good.
That was
that was Wario.
Bringing up the rear there.
that was
with,
Princess Peach.
So that's this month's enormously convoluted introduction done. We're here to talk about official Nintendo Magazine number 76 on sale now, with a spectacular piece of packaging. Those of us in the trade like to call this a slipcase with belly band. Oh yeah.
It's also my nickname.
slipcase with belly band. Fluoro inks, if you're interested.
You'll notice it's secured vertically and horizontally.
Exactly. It comes with a free 2012 calendar, exclusive to official Nintendo Magazine. There's lots of great stuff in there, and we're going to talk about it now in the section we call what we've been playing. I like to think I'm quite good at platformers.
That's a rubbish, isn't it?
Awesome.
Blobs.
It's a really good
They're
left
not
to
my cup
play.
of tea, those sort of games.
Really? Spare a minute at a time.
So, this month, Mario Kart 7 is very much the big title in the issue. There's a spectacular 8 pages once Gav's finished tinkering with his microphone.
Well, I haven't got any headphones on, so I can't tell if I'm being noisy.
You're all excited. Mario Kart 7. Both Chris and I played it all the way through in single player.
Rinsed it.
What were your first impressions?
I thought it was really good. I think I said in the thing I wrote in the magazine that at least 4 or 5 people came over from different magazines, and the first thing they said was usually a sweary word followed by "that looks really good," and it does. You can tell as soon as you play it, it's one of the better looking 3DS games, I would say. But it's great. It handles just like Mario Kart Wii, and I like a lot of the new tracks on offer.
Yeah.
I like how they mix it up a bit by having some tracks just a single. One single track with 3 checkpoints rather than 3 laps.
Yeah.
And I like how they've actually managed to do a Rainbow Road that I enjoy playing.
Rainbow Road's amazing.
Yeah, everyone.
It
Rainbow
looks
Road's
incredible.
atrocious, but the new one's
Mario
brilliant.
Kart 7. Really
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And all the tracks have there's so many different routes because of the underwater and glider sections.
Yeah.
It makes every track a little bit, you have to play it a couple of times to work out the best route.
Yeah.
Which is a new thing, definitely. Schmilly on the internet, on Tom's
What's
website.
up, Schmilly?
Word says, just get in my hands right now so I can enjoy your 3D awesomeness. I think he's addressing the game
That
rather
was
than
a,
us.
that was a, yeah, that was a PM that I got.
That is all, he concludes. Ledrep adds, talking about the courses, Calamari Desert brings back good memories of playing Super Mario Kart Well, he's got that wrong. Isn't Calamari Desert Super Mario 64?
Yeah.
So he's lying.
Sorry,
there.
Led Rep.
He's trying to
my
be cool.
Famicom / SNES. Glad it's in Mario Kart 7. That's just
I'm lucky,
really
Led. We just caught you out in the
that's wrong
fib.
as well,
That's wrong,
'cause
mate. I'm sorry about that.
The Famicom wasn't the SNES.
Yeah, the Famicom was the NES.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awkward. This is
You've
really
been,
awkward.
you've been found out a little bit
Outed,
there.
outed.
Can we get him? Can we get him banned from the website? Is that a thing?
That's an instant ban.
Get him off the
isn't it,
internet.
Tom?
He's banned from the internet. He's banned from the internet.
The actual internet. Yeah.
Poor
Poor Led Rep. Well, that's what happens when you lie.
Yeah.
Lead Rep.
Get
Red,
found- especially lie to the official Nintendo magazine.
Yeah, we're going to spot that one, mate.
Lead Rep.
Let's be honest.
Redneck, more like.
The John, who's
Perhaps I should have selected
a tad
it as
more.
comment to read out.
Should have seen that one coming, really, should we? The John, who's a tad more accurate, says, can't say I'm over the moon with some of the extra characters, such as Wriggler, Lakitu, and the Honey Queen. I prefer the characters we saw in Mario Kart Wii, like Funky Kong.
Although he said Wriggler instead of Wiggler, so he's
Yeah.
also.
What's all
Another
going
one.
on?
All these idiots. I do agree with that.
I have to agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, Funky Kong. What's up with that?
I can't believe there's no Funky Kong. That
Yeah.
instantly makes
Metal
it.
Mario feels a bit unusual as
And
well,
that,
doesn't it?
I mean, much as I love the game, I can't believe they found both people in the world who wanted the stupid bee thing from Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. Honey Queen? Yeah!
Yeah, someone was sitting going, please let Honey Queen be in it. I don't care about Waluigi who isn't
Well, I
in
didn't
it.
even
Get
know-
rid of Mario.
Yeah,
I think most people didn't even know it had a name.
I don't even know it was called that.
The bee.
And I don't,
bee
I don't
thingy.
understand how it shrunk like 30 feet to become like normal size.
Yeah.
with all the
Yeah,
other characters.
logistically,
Yes.
they've gone
That
wrong.
is a
They've gone
problem.
wrong there.
Yeah.
They've gone wrong.
Lakitu, who is in a cloud, does not need a cart. I'm sorry.
That's
Come on.
true.
I do like him though. I'm glad
And
he's in
how
it.
does he start the race and at
Oh, there's
There's
two
two
of
different
them.
the
ones.
same time? Are they?
The one in the
Differently
cart
coloured shells,
has a
Tom.
red shell,
I see.
which I suppose makes him more lethal if it's a
Yeah.
red shell.
The character
See, I'm
controversy
wrong
continues with Dude El Loco, who says, I can't wait to play as Shy Guy and Wiggler, but where the hell is Funky Kong?
Where?
Crass.
Should we? Yeah, apologies for any God-fearing listeners there.
El Loco.
Should we call this Funky Kong Gate? Should
Yeah.
we get an internet
Funky
petition?
Gate.
yeah.
Funk Gate.
Yeah.
Funky Gate.
Maybe if we get an internet petition going, Nintendo will deliver Funky Kong by
downloadable
Spot
content.
Pass.
Via
What if they
osmosis.
what if they'd already?
Should we do that?
Everyone loves Funky Kong, right?
Imagine, can you imagine that if
I
on
think they will
Christmas
do
Day,
something like
if
that.
on Christmas Day you got a spot pass saying "Merry Christmas, everyone." Here's Funky Kong to rock the bells.
It'll delight the world.
And he's wearing a Christmas bandana.
Oh yeah!
The Queen says it during her speech. And if you check your 3DS now, Funky Kong's waiting for you.
It just starts up, and instead of it saying Mario
That'd be
Kart
amazing.
7, it goes "Everybody dash now!" And then like, Funky Kong just appears. Hello.
No, just in the middle of it, she just goes, hang on a minute, 2 seconds. Boop, 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 boop. The lights go up. Oh my god! End of speech.
I think all of that's definitely going to happen.
That'd be amazing.
You had to hear
Pretty
first.
confident. Exclusive to the O&M podcast. Queen to announce Funky Kong on Christmas Day as exclusive Spot Pass content.
Brilliant.
Basically out of the mouth of Iwata, that.
More or less.
But
But yeah,
I mean,
the game's good.
yeah, slightly sidetracked there. Lots of courses. Obviously, it's really easy until you get up to 150cc.
Yeah. I would even potentially say it's a bit of a slog.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely cruising those 50cc
Yeah,
ones.
and it's
aren't
really
they?
slow as well,
Slow
which-
50cc.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's always.
It's all
the
about
price.
online and multiplayer.
I mean, I
really,
can
isn't it?
understand why I do it because Mario does a similar thing, which we'll get on in a bit. But it's fair if it's getting like more people involved in it, then whatever, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the majority of us are going to, once we've unlocked everything, going to go on to multiplayer anyway and just spend a lot
Yeah,
of time doing
absolutely.
that. So where they'll
It's a
be out,
good
where
little
all the kind of
introduction to the
beginners will
tracks.
kind of be out of their element. So
Yeah.
I
let's again-
don't know why I'm always surprised every single time I turn on a new Mario Kart game at how slow the 50cc is.
Yeah.
Even though I know it's going to
Probably
be.
for the
I go,
kids, isn't it?
"Oh."
it's designed for people with no hands.
Yeah.
It's because it starts off and it goes, with the beeps and, when it starts it sounds really exciting and then you just go,
Yeah. And then you're like a lap
Yeah.
ahead of everyone within
Yeah.
a couple of laps.
Makes
But
you feel good about
that's
yourself.
just because we've got mad skills.
That's true. To pay at least the major utility bills.
Yeah.
Back to
But not the
Funky
rent.
Kong for a second. He
Certainly
didn't make the 7 best characters.
No, he didn't.
In the feature.
That seconds
What,
me.
what were
Yeah.
the 7 best?
I'm not saying you have to
Well,
read the
you have to
magazine.
read
All right,
official Nintendo
in the
magazine,
magazine,
Gav.
yeah.
We got 399, Gav.
All right, I see.
And then we're not telling you.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
You
I've
can
seen
also
it.
find out there
Spoilers.
was 7 best items,
Yeah.
the 7 best courses, and
I was wondering then why you were
best
talking about something from the
shortcuts.
magazine so much. It's because you wrote it, isn't
yeah,
it? I was like, he's taking a
Tommy's
quite interested.
not my selections instead,
course,
the reader's
yeah.
selections. So.
Yeah, thanks to readers for picking ridiculous shortcuts because I then had to take screenshots of them.
Yeah.
That's stupid. So two
That
of the most
Rainbow
stupid
Road
ones
one's
I've ever
tricky.
seen in Mario Kart Wii.
You're still angry about it, I can
It's
tell.
livid. who
Maple Tree Way.
I didn't even know about that Maple Tree Way one.
Pardon
Well,
my
about half of those, actually.
pardon my French, but who the heck
Who are the crowds?
found that Grumble Volcano one in Mario Kart
that's
Wii?
that's the one
That's
that really I had
Just
no clue that was there.
stupid. Get a grip.
That's just cheating, though.
It is
That's not a
cheating.
shortcut. That's
Play the
just-
game, you scum. But yeah,
I used
that's
to do that
that's-
Rainbow Road one on Mario Kart 64. That's not cheating. That's,
I've only ever managed that
that's
once
fine.
in real life.
that's quite easy to do.
In real
Really?
life.
In real life, not in a test situation.
Under lab conditions. Yeah, so Mario Kart 7, highly recommended. This single player we have absolutely torn apart
Yep.
in our playtest in the issue on sale now. Multiplayer test to come online and in the next issue.
It's on www.tomswebsite.org.
That's right.
Yeah.
/ Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Underscore
put that
PHP.
Put that in. I don't know what you're going to get, so don't do that. Or at least do it with safe search on.
At some point, someone's going to have to. Someone's going to be. I can't believe no one's done it already. Bought Tom's website and made
Yeah,
it Tom's website.
maybe we should do
That's
that.
because no one listens to this.
We
Or at
might
least
as well be
no-
talking to ourselves.
Nobody with even the basic HTML skills needed to do this.
Yeah, so if
Get
anyone
up
wants
for
to do
8.
that now, then
Yep, go for
that'd
it.
be great.
We approve.
Yeah, we'll pause the podcast. We'll still
Yeah.
be here when you come back.
We'll be back. You done it? Yep, good. Cheers.
Good job.
Back to the magazine. The lead review this month, Super Mario 3D Land, which, again, we've both played extensively.
It feels weird having both these games out. Like, it seems like we've been looking forward to these forever.
It's almost unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like, what
that
I
we've
think is
had-
mental is, didn't we find out about both these games after we found out about like Kid Icarus?
Yeah, that's true.
Kid Icarus
Well,
was the
only-
first
yeah.
thing that was announced.
They,
for
they
3DS.
revealed Mario 3D Land in March.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
out now.
Yeah.
That's,
Kid
that's
Icarus
pretty
has to
extraordinary.
start with Pit coming out and going, sorry to keep you waiting. No, seriously, I'm deadly sorry.
Yeah,
Makes you wonder,
I
though,
don't think he is, sorry.
Why did
I
they?
think he is.
Why didn't
He
they
couldn't care
just?
less.
Why 3D Land, Super Mario 3D Land must have been in production when they announced the 3DS. Why not just do that?
I don't
Why
know.
not just
Why not
announce
just tell
that?
people it's coming
Yeah.
when they announced it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, there's Mario coming.
No, they wouldn't have had anything for GDC then.
Maybe
GDC
they.
it was.
Yeah, it was March, wasn't it? It was
Yeah,
even it was
it was
before the
great.
But
console
then
was
usually there's not big announcements like that at GDC, so I guess that was a good way for them to steal the show,
out. Yeah,
as it were, because it's usually just business types
it is indeed.
with their ties done up to 11.
A little summary of the games developer conference there. So it's actually here now, so we're okay to talk about it, which is good. What do you think, Chris? You gave it quite a high score.
Yeah, eventually.
Bit of controversy there, wasn't
I
there?
think when me and you both
begin with.
me and you both played through it and took us about 3 or 4 hours to finish the main game.
Well, it took me 5,
yeah.
so I haven't got the
And-
ninja
But
thumbs.
then after that, I thought, oh, that's annoying
dear.
because it's good, but that's really short, even
Yeah.
shorter than easier than New Super Mario Brothers was in DS. And we thought, oh, this can't get 90. I thought because it's. But then something happens. I don't want to go into too much detail, but we kind of need to for the sake of this because it is pretty important.
yeah.
Is that after you do these 8 worlds, it's only halfway through the game. Basically, there's another 8 kind of special worlds open, and these are mostly, some of them are kind of remixes of the levels already in it, and others are kind of brand new worlds, and it brings the difficulty up quite a bit. It's not quite up there with like Galaxy 2 or anything like that, but it's at least tricky to the point that you're going to spend a lot more time collecting all the star coins around, which I finally did this morning.
Yeah.
I watched with some amount of glee on Twitter as one particular reviewer for some other website was moaning about it being short, and then watched him being taken down a good peg or two by actually
You haven't played the game, have you?
someone who reads our website. I think is Nintendan on the forum.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Watched him absolutely tear apart some guy.
Which
on Twitter.
which reviewer was it? Write it down.
I'm not
We
gonna
can't. We shouldn't say.
But yeah, I watched with some glee.
That is a good.
I
that's-
did. Dan
yeah.
sort of stepped in and went, "You haven't finished the game, mate."
That's a good test. Actually, you should if
Honest,
you ever see a review
quick
that
Google will tell you that.
yeah. If you
So that information is out there.
Well, people
if you
just
look
like
for it.
moaning, don't they?
if you find a review of this game that says it's too short and only has 8 worlds, tell them we said they haven't finished
Yeah,
it and
you have not finished that.
you have not finished that game.
Silly. So Missile T Dog. Is that a real guy?
From Ghost Trick.
Ghost Trick.
Oh, I see. Right. Good,
Right.
good obscure choice for avatar name there. Says of Mario 3D Land, the pure amount of moments which had me muttering, "I want to play that," was astonishing. From leaping over swinging spiked logs to delving deep underground with Monty moles to taking out enormous bullet bills with my measly native Australian weapon that doesn't normally work. This is a very long sentence.
Yes, it is.
That doesn't normally work. I'm almost starting to regret my choice of Skyward Sword over this. Almost.
You can get them both. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, if you rob a bank,
Law.
if you rob a bank this month,
Yeah.
you'll be absolutely fine.
Sorted.
Or rob a
Robin
game.
HMV.
Yeah. Create one for yourself here, Neil.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe not. Suggest.
don't involve banks. Just
Also, I'd like
just
to
some
point out,
petty theft. That's absolutely
other shops
fine.
are available to rob from. It's not just HMV. So
Just go straight
I
to
don't want us
Route 1.
Show any
Don't-
sort of preference.
I'd probably go for
Where you rob from.
independent game stores because they're less likely to pursue you in the court of law.
Yeah, I went into.
They're also
They're-
more financially vulnerable.
But they're
so
more
you're
likely-
really,
definitely,
really
definitely,
kicking them while they're down.
But they're also more likely to have the discs underneath, like
Yeah.
their counter.
Yeah, that's
So you may run home and find that you're quite the goose because you've taken home an empty
But no
case.
security guards. HMV
That's true.
riddled with them.
That's
Yeah.
true. And they're athletes as
Do you
well,
regularly
professional
do
athletes.
The scout out security guards in there.
I think we should do a feature in the stores that are
Easiest
easiest to steal.
To rob
games.
from.
Steel games.
There's an independent retailer in Brixton that where I live.
Brixton.
Let's forget the budget
Where's that?
games.
And,
feature. Let's just
It would be pretty easy to get some stuff out of there. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay. but well, you should try that for Nintendo TV next month. How
I'm doing it.
easy-
I've got out. I went into their shop the other day and they told me with some like amount of sort of pride that they sell their games a couple of days early.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Illegal. Yeah. I went in asked for a particular game.
It's
They went,
fully illegal.
Oh, no, it was sold out. I was like, it came out like 4 hours
dear.
ago. They're like, yeah, we've been selling it since Tuesday.
But we can give you a copy of Resident Evil Revelations if you want that instead.
Yeah, we've had this in
Kid
ages.
Icarus.
Yeah.
Kinda Chris. Keeping you waiting anymore, mate. There it is.
So, if you are planning to steal things this Christmas,
Don't.
what are you going to steal first? That is the question that's on everybody's lips on the site. Fisher 2007 says, "I have to get this." It's terrible grammar on the internet this month.
Fisher.
I have to get this after
He was born in
Christmas.
2007, mine. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's
So,
only 4.
well done for him to, typing that out and emailing us.
His parents should
He's 4 years old.
His parents should really be
Lowercase I in here as well. Very
monitoring
cool.
his internet usage.
He says, sorry, I have to get this after Christmas because I want Sonic Generations and Mario Kart 7. So he's gone for Generations and Mario Kart 7 over Mario 3D Land,
Yeah, that's
which is I
questionable.
don't know. I'm not sure about that one.
Might prefer Sonic.
I love.
We'd go for Sonic.
We got an awesome,
Sonic.
awesome little thing from Club Mario. I was really worried that this game was going to be short. I can now see that it's going to be much longer now.
Yeah, you read our minds.
Yeah, he's
Let's
read the
put that to
review.
bed.
Yeah, Waldy565 will have the final word on Mario 3D Land. He says, "Sounds amazing. I'm the one who tries and finds all the little cameos and stuff, so this extra content is great anyway. There are lots and lots of little nods to the past, as is increasingly clear in all Nintendo games.
Yeah,
There's always a loving reverence
Well, there's the
for
Zelda level
the
alone.
past.
which-
Oh, yeah, that's got to Nice little
I think I briefly
touch in it.
hinted on it on Twitter, but didn't quite give it away. But there is like a chime at one point where I went, ah! I literally made a noise in my house. Went, ah!
It looks like there's quite a lot of stuff
Squeal
like
of
that.
delight.
Yeah.
I'm just reading ahead to the Skyward Sword one. I think
Yeah,
Steve
should we
should
move on
tackle
to
these.
Skyward Sword?
It's not.
I've
all
been
about
playing a
the
bit. I'm
reviews.
about 10 hours into Skyward Sword.
My
now.
favourite quote, which I sent you a DM with while you were off last week, it isn't on here, but I've committed it to memory. So
Come on then.
I can't remember who said it, but someone said 98%. Surely, if this game hasn't got a left-handed feature, then that wouldn't be the same for everyone.
Right, yeah. That's what we should have done. We should have done 2 scores.
Yeah,
right?
you should have made the box a lot bigger.
One for
One
Ned
for
Flanders.
right-handed. Yeah. Well, I'm left-handed.
But also,
I
as
have
you
no
pointed out-
problems playing video. I'm not like disabled in any way. I'm just left-handed. Doesn't make me.
Also, not being funny, to all the
doesn't
lefties,
make me different.
you should have had that beaten out of you as a child. So
It's not the 20s anymore, Gav.
So you're lucky you've got this far.
Look,
to be
I'm
honest with
lucky
you.
to have a job at all, being left-handed and all.
Look, now your hand's
not-
chopped off,
I'm-
mate.
I'm
That's
not
what
allowed
happened
to
if you were in
drive.
South Wales.
Not allowed to drive, obviously, or operate heavy machinery.
Or kiss a woman.
That's true. I'm only allowed to kiss men. That's how we roll in left-hand land.
The leftorium.
The left. don't diss my homeland, all right? Dacia's
So that t-shirt,
99.
that t-shirt in the left orient that says "Kiss me, I'm left-handed." Is it a bit
Works
scrubbed
every
off? That was
time.
actually meant to say "Kiss men, I'm left-handed."
Yeah,
Nice.
it's got me a fair bit of action. Dacia's 99 says of Skyward Sword, possibly addressed at you, Steve.
Well, it's definitely addressed
If it's the best, if it's the best Zelda game ever, why not 99%? I mean, 100% is quite a heavy score, but 99. What a logic
Steve.
is that?
He
Yeah,
says, but
Steve.
99% ... as if like we know where he's going with it.
Yeah.
I've no idea
I was
where
going to
you're
say,
going.
but 98% isn't that heavy.
99%. So that's not
Come on,
heavy.
man.
Come on.
Come on, that's his argument basically.
Would you
Come
say
on.
this is the most feedback you've had on a review that you've done?
Definitely, yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Good or otherwise?
There's a whole load of
people
arguments.
arguing
People are mad, aren't they?
about 1% either direction. It's the strength of my recommendation.
Yeah.
It's very good. Just go out and buy it and stop arguing over whether it should be 98%
the highest possible
or
recommendation.
99%
Your
or
actual-
97%.
Your actual review on the website
Reads more
has
like a
about
97.
has about 7 or 8 comments. But the news story where we just say the score is
Yeah.
like
It's
Go-
off the
it's
scale,
just off
yeah.
the
That just shows that I mean a lot of people who do content on our website I genuinely like and I think approach stuff with quite level headed.
Right. But
There's one or two that are not like that. And unfortunately, they were a lot of the ones who turned out on your on the
Yes.
score news story.
and then it leads on to the sort of whole debate of
Yeah.
review scores, which is so tedious. I'm not going to go into it.
this one's
Sorry. Should we read out Slinkington's?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
I like it.
The same score for Skyward Sword. I think he means Ocarina.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he must mean.
Obviously, I can't pass judgment on it yet, having not played it. Key part of his argument
Yeah.
here.
And
Obviously,
Having
I
not
can't.
played it,
I love that. Obviously,
he
I can't
then
pass
goes
judgment
on to
it,
pass
but I'm
judgment.
just about to pass judgment on it.
but I'd say 98% for any game is rather high. But as reviews are opinions and all subjective, correct? That's just my perspective on it. I think it's best not to score much past 90 when reviewing anything. Too many people would disagree, though. I've yet to play a game which is perfect, and 98% is very, very close to that. We shall see. Right,
Yes,
so
98% for a game is rather high because
Yes,
it's a
because
rather
it's-
good game.
Yeah, well, I
it's the
think
best game of the year.
the
Yes,
only part of that
by
you need to
some
read is
distance.
having not played it.
Yeah.
That's the only like Steve's played
Well,
it to completion.
Just to add a final, slightly tedious point, loads of websites have given it 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
Loads and loads. But if you think
Edge
of 90,
give it 10 out of 10.
98% is on a par with 10 out of 10.
I've always thought
All we're
percent.
saying is, it's brilliant. Buy it.
I've always thought
Okay?
of percentages as a percentage of the amount of people who would like it. So if you stood 100 people, if you stood 100 people
that.
in a room and said to them, do you like this game? 98 of them would say yes, because you always get one or two who
Yeah.
didn't click. So whereas a game that's like gets 10%, then
Yeah.
there are 10 really weird people who did enjoy it and
we should
90
do
people
that.
who didn't.
We should get
I can't-
100 people
That's
to review
always- that's
every
always-
game we do.
I can't
and then-
imagine 10 people who would like Side Pocket, which I've been playing on Game Boy.
I quite like
Did
the
I
music.
score that
I thought
too
it was good.
highly?
I like.
6
I
people.
did like
who
it
would
awful.
back in the day.
6 people who would like My Fireplace.
It's more like an 11%.
Eskimos.
It's out
Or
on
Inuit, I suppose.
tomorrow. when this
It'll be
podcast-
out by the time this podcast goes live. Yeah,
Amazing.
the 18th. Yeah.
Can't wait.
big day.
I still haven't got it yet.
There's loads of good stuff in this issue. Not only some Skyward Sword tips from Steve and Mario Kart and Mario 3D Land, some excellent platformers, Kirby and Rayman being 2 of them. Kirby,
Lots
you
of
played
co-op
this month,
platformers.
didn't you, Steve?
Yes, I think we had loads of fun
that
playing
was
it.
awesome.
Playing it in co-op. I mean, like genuinely laughing at the
Yeah.
things you could do, like stacking on each other's shoulders, and
Those silly mini games were pretty good as well.
yeah, there's like loads of mini games you unlock. Well,
Yeah.
not loads. I think there's a handful of mini games you unlock.
The Ninja Star one. though, I
Ninja
like
Star one was awesome. They're just great sort of little motion game, little aiming games and stuff.
I liked how it wasn't hard, but it was challenging to do. Like we were working things out as we were going, like velociraptors, working things out as we were going through the levels and stuff. And it didn't seem as like as straightforward as Epic Yarn, where you knew exactly where you were going. Oh, I got to go up here and do this, and then it's just like, where we got to go now? And it was really, really good.
It's it's a lot more challenging than Epic Yarn.
It's a lot more challenging than New Super Mario Brothers. Like I thought, you sort of in New Super Mario Brothers, if I was playing with someone, I was getting annoyed. I'd get annoyed by them because they're just sort of jumping around the place, and it doesn't really suit it. But in Kirby, I don't know. It seemed like it'd been made for the amount of people to be playing it.
Yeah, it differs from
There's
New
less
Super Mario
platforming
Brothers.
in those Kirby games, isn't there? It's more about the enemies, like
Yeah.
beating the enemies in Kirby. So you're gonna fall off less stuff
Yeah.
than you do in Mario.
I think crucially, Kirby doesn't have that bounce when you land on someone's head like you
Yeah.
do in Mario. Where if you're all trying to get on a like thin platform, in Mario you can more or less forget it because
Yeah.
if you land on where someone else is, you'll bounce off the head and
Yeah.
plunge to your death.
I like the bits where you can grab onto people as well. Like I was meta night and someone was like grabbing onto me and giving me a little hug. You give them a little hug to
If you
give them.
if you pick up some
hearts,
food
yeah.
and you can go over and hug one of your friends, and you give them half the health.
That's brilliant.
It's really nice.
You're sitting around hugging each other in the office.
Yeah, I came in here and said, "Are all of you left-handed or something?"
Nothing wrong with being left-handed.
That's true.
Martin is awesome
Well, Martini's awesome.
off of the website, or Martini's awesome.
Martini's awesome.
Says this is going to be the best Kirby game ever. I first got into Kirby with the GBA remake of Kirby's Adventure and have recently been enjoying Kirby 64 via the Virtual Console. This just looks fantastic. The pacing has increased and the copy abilities are so much more varied than previous games. Even with the same copy power, it looks just lovely and I can't wait to play this in between Zelda and Mario Kart. I'm a bit concerned that Kirby and Rayman are going to get a little bit overlooked with so much other stuff out there at the moment.
It's a bad time for them to be.
Because that's
coming out.
another thing as well. Rayman Origins is awesome. Like it's really
I thought it was
good.
brilliant.
It
Absolutely
looks amazing.
brilliant.
And yeah, I just know what you mean though. Anything coming out around now, like it's a really tough month.
Yeah.
Like multi-platform stuff as well as Nintendo stuff.
There must be a reason though. They must sell more copies of their games at this time
Yeah.
to make it worthwhile.
Well,
'Cause
Nintendo just-
clearly Rayman Origins isn't going to go to number 1.
No.
And maybe if you released it in March, it would.
There's going to be a lot of
It
bargain
must sell more copies at this
bucket.
time.
Oh,
Sales.
Rayman Origins, I would reckon, is probably 20 quid from the get-go.
I think Rayman.
Yeah,
actually.
go.
Rayman's one of those ones that's going to have legs.
Yeah.
Although he doesn't have legs. Because
Rayman 3DS has been the top
Yeah.
of the charts of the 3DS
Yeah.
cards consistently
Last 5
for
weeks.
weeks.
So that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. It seems to have that for some reason. Like I remember when the original
Yeah.
PlayStation came out, and Argos was always doing it with Rayman and all that, and Rayman
Yeah.
was always the game everyone had. And
It's
I
Yeah.
never
weird.
understood
It's
it.
so weird with Rayman because, I mean, the first game wasn't very good. Second one was all right. Third one
Yeah.
was all right. You know, compared to like the games that were
He's
being
just a
released.
really
at the time,
average
like the-
character, and his
competent
games are really
platforms.
average.
Competent,
Yeah, he's got
harmless.
so many
Yeah.
people. Think
Harmless.
he's amazing. Love his games, and
Yeah.
finally his actual brilliant one. So yeah.
I hope people do buy it because
Yeah.
it's really, really good.
I played quite a lot of it, and if you were into Donkey Kong Country Returns, then definitely pick this up because it's like that, but playable. As in, if you're rubbish, if you're not very good at it, which we weren't very good at Donkey Kong Country Returns, but it's such a good game, and it looks amazing. It's one of the nicest looking games on the Wii.
It's amazing.
The art style is brilliant.
Puts those. I'm not particularly taken by New Super Mario Brothers' art style.
It's come up with its own little thing.
It makes Mario look like a joke.
Yeah. When I interviewed the developers, one of them said that
really great art.
If I've said this before, but the developers had children, so they had some of their children draw like what would you like in a level. So they had some of their children draw levels, and they took those designs, took them straight in to the art guys, and just like, this is what these kids have asked for. So a lot of it sort of feels really fun. It feels really sort of not all over the place, but it feels like anything can happen. It's just like, we got to go up here, and like some of the bosses are mental as well, especially when you're playing it 4 players. It can be really, really, really insane.
And the way you upgrade your character gets a new thing to do in each world, so he gets a new little ability, and then the game designers use that as the basis of a few levels, and it never gets boring.
I just hope it's not kind of been developed with moaners in mind, because. And moaners who aren't actually going to carry through with buying it, because ever since the Wii first came out, and Ubisoft went with Raven Rabbids and took Rayman out it, or gave him a small role, everyone said, "What? We want a new Rayman." And then every year when they've done a new Rabbids game, they said, "No, we want Rayman." And
bring Rayman out.
And then Rabbids go home. Oh, we want Rayman. And now like in the last 5-6 months, hardly anyone's been talking about this. Yeah, it's like, here's your new Rayman. What? No one cares. Not that no one cares, just no one's talking about it as much as.
Yeah,
but it's an odd one. The Rayman following 9 times is one of these people. It says, "So happy Rayman is returning. I've been a fan for most of my life, but because of the Rabbids destroying the charm and magic of the series, I never knew I'd see him ever coming back." Sniff.
I like the Rabbids.
I like the Rabbids. They've got their own little personality.
It's their games that are the problem.
It's actually Rayman that I don't understand the popularity of. Like,
it looks like a.
There's the other guy, Glowbox, in that he's much better animated and funnier to look at if you play Rayman Origins.
Like
I just play as him. I don't like Rayman at all.
Rayman's just a nerd.
Yeah.
If he was a film,
he's got rubbish hair.
If it was a film,
he's got no arms or legs.
He'd be played by probably Luke Wilson.
Just a generic man, the most generic man possible. So that's Rayman destroyed as a character. Don't mean it. We do. Sonic Generations, Chris. A good return to form. Sonic keeps returning to form, doesn't he? It's the most said thing about Sonic at the moment.
I mean, I was also going to be biased about this one because I like Chubby Sonic, and Chubby Sonic's back, which is good. No, it's good. It's weird. I've been playing the Xbox version, and I kind of prefer the 3DS one a bit, which obviously it's alright me saying that, but it's
we've got the best version.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, the mix between classic and modern is obviously like classics like the old Mega Drive games, and moderns like Sonic Rush. But the one criticism I'd say is it's not a very long game, but you do have a lot of challenges, and it's a lot harder to get S ranks in the 3DS game than it is in other versions of it. So you'll be at it for a long time, redoing these levels over and over again, if you're into that sort of thing. But I just really enjoyed it. There's no messing about. There's no crazy voice acting or anything like that. It's just like any of the story stuff is just like text things that you can skip through fairly quickly. It's just really.
So what
really
are the
good.
console ones like?
The classic ones are like the Mega Drive games, but then the modern stuff is like kind of Sonic Unleashed style, like into the screen for a lot of it.
The Xbox
Other
version,
formats.
other formats.
Oh yeah.
Has it got good reviews on other formats?
Yeah, it's got decent reviews. It's like from 70s to high 80s, which I think it gave this one like mid 80s.
It's really weird because that return to form thing is slightly annoying with Sonic, because the handheld games are always really good.
Yeah.
So
and Sonic Colors was good last year.
Yeah, and if next time there's a new Sonic game, I bet people will start going on about how Sonic's no good. And
I think those dark years have tainted Sonic forever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a fan of any of those 3D ones. That's just not my cup of tea.
I think a lot of Sonic fans like. I'm going to be careful here. Like pessimism, So even though
You're saying Sonic fans are emos.
well, even
essentially.
though Sonic Unleashed was pretty good, and Sonic Colors was really good, people still come into this one saying, "Well, Sonic's been rubbish for the last 10 years, but now this one's great." And like, well, no, it's not been that rubbish. There's been some good ones. People just like pretending that it's been the dark and
I've
gloomy
always
day for
thought
them.
there's something slightly off about Sonic fans. I think they're a little bit creepy. People who are like really into Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, people get really into Sonic.
He's still incredibly. People still. It amazes me that people are still consider themselves Sonic fans. Like, there are more things out there
I put a line in the script
of
for
better quality.
our Sonic Generations episode, which was about forgetting about Shadow. And people went mental.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
like-
always inspires
Shadow was
a big
awful.
response.
That's official.
I think to an extent because we are older now, we can't really see him the way younger people would see him. Because if you think back to like the Mega Drive days, when Sonic was that cool dude with attitude and wore his power sneakers and was like,
Yeah.
oh,
What was your favorite?
Hey,
What was your
kids and
favorite
all
Sonic game?
Sonic CD.
Sonic 2 Mega Drive.
Yeah, that'd probably what I say.
Sonic and Knuckles for me.
That's cool.
So it's like but nowadays, what makes
and the
Sonic
Black Knight.
nowadays what's cool is different. Like
What's
if,
yours, Steve?
What's the one where he turns into a werewolf? That one.
The werewolf bit.
Well, just the werewolf.
the
just a
bit.
werewolf bit.
Such a dirty mouth.
But like if we had kids today watching Denver the Last Dinosaur and stuff like that, they'd be looking at it saying, "What is this rubbish?" Like just what's cool has changed, and we've grown.
I don't know though. If you
Too
play,
old.
you can. I can still play Sonic 2 now. Like I've played it with my niece and gone. You think that's Sonic? No. This is Sonic. I'm showing it that on Virtual Console.
Yeah, but
Lost her mind, going, "This is amazing."
but that back then he didn't kind of stick his attitude in your face, as it were. It was more like kind of the cartoons and stuff. You watch the old Sonic cartoons made by Deke.
Yeah.
They were a bit like the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
When you watch them now, they're a bit embarrassing. Same with the Mario cartoons and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Easy tiger.
Yeah,
This is Mario
cartoons
Club
sort
Super Show.
out.
Well, it's
Well,
amazing.
I'll never hear a bad word said against Captain N, the Game Master. Look
Awesome.
it up, Google it.
So Dalek Buster 325 again refers to the sort of big games rush. Sonic Generations does look good, he says, but Mario Kart 7, Mario 3D Land, Lego Harry Potter, and Lego
Harry Potter.
Pirates of the Caribbean have taken up my spaces for 3DS games on my Christmas list. You're getting 4 games.
2 Lego games.
What? Yeah,
I just
just
get one
pick
of,
between the Lego
just
games.
get one of them because they're pretty similar.
There's no way my parents would get me any more than 4 games for birthday or Christmas.
I think he's in a
I
good
think they're
position.
being pretty generous already, Dalek Buster.
I would
No, my
get-
parents get me 5 games. So
Really?
Oh, really?
yeah, sucks to be you.
So it's a little insight into primary school there.
Surely it's down
It
to-
might be another one of those titles that gets lost under the
Surely it's down to
deluge of games.
surely it's down to Santa anyway who decides.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Well, if you've been a good boy all year,
Or
then
Or
you'll
girl,
be all right.
we're not sexist.
Yeah. Or girl.
Could be you could be a girl and be a Dalek.
Could be gender neutral.
Could
Be
be.
Dalek.
In
We've
which
got to
case,
cover all the
Karen.
bases.
get double presents.
thingy. Well done.
Yeah. So freaky forms. Quick word on freaky forms.
Yes,
Tom and
that's
Chris.
That was out. Was it last week?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's really good.
Well, I saw both of you going on about it on Twitter, and I was thinking, oh, come on, guys. And then Chris gave it to me for about 2 minutes, and I think I laughed quite a lot.
It's just once you basically start off and you're
so
given
silly.
a few shapes and you create a character, and then it's once you give him a voice.
Yeah.
And I gave mine an old
That little
voice.
story bit when they talk like to the guy in the lizard thing, and then it goes off. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's mental.
I gave mine an old voice, and he sounded like, I don't know if anyone will remember this, but when I did GCSE French, you'd get
Écoutez
You-
et répétez.
exactly
That guy.
yes.
Really?
Poulet et petit pois. You'd basically get
Où est les plages?
you'd get a
That guy.
Voilà mon
stereotypical
passeport.
old French. That's what he sounded like. Obviously, but he's speaking nonsense.
Où est la bibliothèque? That's our favorite.
Tony, oh gosh. Yeah. So, oh, really? I'm going to check that
which
out.
is really funny.
Maybe that's
And
what he's up to these days after doing those
Maybe.
French tapes.
maybe
How much is it?
It's £5.40, which isn't much really. I mean,
How much game do you get?
the
get out of
game
it?
side of things, that's what stops it being like absolutely essential. Is once you get out into the meadow, which you can also create, and you can create like the sun. I made the sun, which looked like Mario, basically.
Sweet.
You're pretty much doing the same tasks over and over again, but it really is all about creating the
Can you
characters.
share all your characters? Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
you share
well, that's
them,
amazing.
share them
yeah.
on Street Pass, and
That is cool.
you can take AR photos of them.
That's
you
a nice touch.
you
Sounds like they've
it's got
thought
QR,
of quite a lot.
It's got QR codes as well, and some of the characters that have been created in Japan are
Unbelievable.
unbelievable.
Good.
I just got a Meta Knight straight away, which looks just
Perfect.
perfect.
Really?
Have any readers or
awesome.
anything done any?
Well,
We've
been
asked
asking
some,
yeah.
but
Funny you should say that, Gav.
I don't think that many people have downloaded it yet.
Get it downloaded.
Get it
Send
downloaded,
us
it's
QR
really
codes,
good.
or we will
Get it in your
actually
mouth.
be livid.
Lovely stuff.
Awesome.
Get it in your mouth.
I
Gav.
I played it for about 2 minutes and I went off and downloaded it.
Yeah. I've never seen quite so many people laughing at a game. Apart from when you played 101 Megamix or whatever that game was.
Yes.
Oh right.
When you
Laughing in
invite,
a good way.
when someone comes to your planet to visit, when you take a picture of the QR code, that's really funny too. They start going, "Oh, I'm so nervous about visiting this new planet," or "I'm going to wet myself," or something like that. It's really
Awesome.
funny.
Yeah, it's got a really childish sense of humour, but it works like some of
Yeah,
the
I
challenges
mean,
you've got to eat as much fruit as you can, so you poo before the time runs out.
Yeah, the
Like,
poop
what?
challenge.
Yeah.
The poop challenge.
Yeah, and sometimes if you do a golden poop, that's even
both
better.
the comments have come up with decent things. They said they have a similar thing where they say the only downside, you think you'll have a quick half hour of fun and play. When you look at the clock, it's at least 3 hours later. That's on Wooden Spoon, and Oxo64 said something similar as well. Sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
Good stuff. So a really good eShop download. Which
Finally.
is, I didn't say that, Gav. There's lots of other games in this
Pyramids,
issue,
that's good.
including Pyramids and Sims 3 Pets, Dr. Lautrec, Shinobi, Pro Evo, Skylanders, Marin Sonic, Cave Story, Layton, and a zillion more.
I mean, that's how good this issue is. No, but how good it is at the moment that we haven't even had time to talk about the new
Yeah.
Professor Layton game. Really,
It's always this issue is always the big one, isn't it, in terms of reviews?
You know, the thing is, by January, people will be saying, "Where's all the new games?"
Yeah.
Is that, well, you've got like
You've got loads
5
there.
months,
Play them.
6 months worth
You got
of
too many.
games.
You got too many new
catch up.
games.
Yeah, it's because people are getting
only got
4
4.
games for Christmas.
Yeah.
What's up with that, Dalek Buster?
I was
Yeah.
like 1 tops.
Wallet Buster.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
that satire.
Good stuff. And for more hard-hitting political satire, it's Nintendo TV time.
Yeah.
Nintendo TV time
Brilliant.
with Gav Murphy.
Hello.
Gav Murphy on the TV. Nintendo TV.
That's the jingle I get. We have got some treats coming up on Nintendo
Really?
TV. Yeah, by the time this comes out, our Zelda Skyward Sword interview would have just gone live, and that's an entire episode based around Skyward Sword. You can win a copy of the game, so people like Dalek Buster need not worry about only getting 4 games for Christmas, because you can pick one up by watching Nintendo TV and find out the question and doing all that. Yeah, also as well, in that episode, we've got interviews with Zelda Williams. You might have seen some of those going up on the site already, but we've got different bits and bobs going up on the site than what we've got on Nintendo TV, obviously. We've also got interviews with Amy and Noon, who was the conductor of the Zelda 25th anniversary concert, and...
Emer.
Is it Ema?
Yeah.
Not Amia.
Not Amy or whatever you're
That's
saying.
how she says it.
Does she? She's saying it wrong.
She's wrong.
Ema Noon. No, maybe it is. Yeah,
Can't be
it is.
right.
No, it is Ema Noon. Yeah, that's right. That's how she says it. Confirmed. And Gerald Moore as well. And
Have
those...
you done the voiceover for that episode yet?
Oh, it's said correctly. I just remembered. But yeah, because I've copied the way she says it exactly, so it's fine. But yeah, I mean, those guys, that was a pretty amazing day, 2 days of interviews, because I don't think many people got those, and we were pretty lucky in that respect. And that was the day that I met Kondo-san well, seen him sitting across from me.
Yeah. Did you touch him?
No.
Did you hug him?
I was in the same room as him, which was pretty amazing. That was really, really good.
Was he just sitting there going, sort of humming his own tunes to himself?
Looking over at people saying, I wrote that.
Yeah.
It must be
I'm
stuck
just
in his
listening
head
to this
all
song
the
I
time.
wrote. What are you listening to? Oh, God, I got loads.
I'm like a walking jukebox over here.
But it's mental, though, because when I was doing the episode, I was sort of looking around for bits of grandma theme from bits that I've captured. And just started listening to different songs and then just went on a huge sort of 2-hour-long YouTube binge of Zelda music. Just like, I want to listen to this now. Oh, I want to listen to this now. Just mental how you get carried away in there. But yeah, and I think that atmosphere is captured perfectly in that episode of Nintendo TV. The week after then, we've got Super Mario 3D Land. And yet another competition to win a copy. So this 4 games for Christmas thing really isn't a problem if you watch Nintendo TV.
Good stuff.
Well, yeah, and win. And, if you're nice to me in emails, then you probably will win. Yeah. No, you won't.
Well, so you definitely won't win.
Oh, no. I mean, moving on. What's next? Read your questions, right?
Gavin.murphy@futurenet.com if you want to email.
Email me some cake.
Now it's read your questions.
This is an altogether unique and exciting situation, and it has piqued my intellectual curiosity. There we go. Frankly, I'm ashamed.
So it's really question time. Max Higdon asks, what is your favourite movie tie-in game that isn't a Lego game?
I think. One of my favourite actual games is Aladdin on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Lion King
That
was
was
also
really good.
Disney had like a really good run for a while.
They're
with those
developed by
little
Capcom for a
platforms.
while, weren't they?
Jurassic
the SNES.
Park on Mega Drive was also really good, but absolutely solid, where you got to play as the Velociraptor. I really like that. Yeah, that was really
Mega
good.
Drive one, yeah.
You could either play as Alan or you played as the Velociraptor.
I like Jurassic Park
SNES
on
one.
SNES.
SNES one was rubbish, I thought.
Oh,
a lot of people liked it at the time.
That
people
one was
didn't like
good. That
it
was the
at time.
top-down thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
But I had the
love
mode
that.
7 bits when you went into the huts
Oh.
and the Raptors then came.
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah,
like
yeah.
Doom.
I like the what else was really Home Alone was good as well, where you got to build all the different guns and put them together.
Oh, it was
it?
atrocious.
That was good.
I'm not sure that was good.
That was a horrible game.
No, that was really good because that was like sort of sowed the seeds for how good I am at alchemy in RPGs. Like you collect different bits and go, "Ooh, I wonder if I put this with that, could I make a flying nail gun?"
Really?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, it's true that Dead Rising was based on Home Alone.
Home Alone.
In fairness, the building thing is a lot more sophisticated than it is in Dead Rising. And that's true. You can take that to the bank.
You stole all the good ones plus
Yeah, sorry.
plus Home Alone.
That's Home Alone.
I'm not going to say GoldenEye because that's too
The
easy.
boring, obvious one is GoldenEye. isn't it?
GoldenEye.
That's technically not a movie tie-in, though. That's just something they used the
loosely
license,
based.
isn't it? It didn't come out at the same time as the film.
No, it came out about a year and a half
Yeah.
DuckTales
afterwards,
doesn't
yeah.
even count because it wasn't based on the DuckTales movie that came out, so you can't even use that.
Yeah.
That's second into the core.
Toy Story 3 is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, that was
alright.
really
I
good.
still
Yeah.
see Toy Story 2 being okay.
Was the Spider-Man 2 game?
Yes.
Was that,
Oh,
so was
yeah,
that based
that
on
was
the
good.
film?
They were my
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, yeah.
On the
Spider-Man the
on
movie was
GameCube,
awesome, yeah.
it was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, Back to the Future games, Telltale ones.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Good.
Good call.
in that they're not like basic. Turn it into a shooter. So
Yeah,
something-
yeah, yeah.
something a bit more
Just
interesting.
done something with
Those
it,
point and click ones.
yeah.
Available on WiiWare.
The Indiana Jones ones on the Amiga.
Coming soon on WiiWare. I don't think they're out yet, are they?
Not available on WiiWare.
No, they're still coming. They've been out in other formats for ages. So
Yeah.
pull your finger out.
Come on, Telltale.
I remember Terminator 2 on the Mega Drive. I remember
The arcade
renting
game
it.
one?
Yeah, the arcade
Yeah.
one. Just thinking, yeah, can't wait to play this. And yeah, it's
Lycan game.
awful. I just
Which one? The
couldn't- I
Lycan
couldn't-
game?
Yeah, the Lycan one.
Yeah, that was awful.
Couldn't get past
Terminator
the first
Arcade,
level.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the first one?
Play it with a D-pad. It's impossible.
Terminator 1 game?
Where you had to shoot everyone in the legs.
Yeah, it only had 4
Yeah.
levels. And you do that, and then the credits go up, and at the end you got a really bad source. I'm going, really bad digitized.
It's not
speech.
technically a movie tie-in, but RoboCop is Timmy on the Mega Drive.
was amazing.
Yeah, I
out
was gonna say
of this world good.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was
Really,
brilliant.
really
Great
good,
music
man.
as well.
Yeah.
Tommy Tallarico did the music.
Nice. Yeah, it was really, really good. Like some of the bosses in that are solid. Like the Ed 209 bits. But then
209, yeah.
when you keep on shooting Ed 209 till he drops his gun, then you pick up Ed 209's gun and absolutely hammer him with it. That was really good.
Sounds like an excited show.
I know.
Which one?
Star Wars The GameCube
Rogue
launch
Squadron?
Rogue Squadron.
It's
Pod Racer was pretty good as well, even though the pod race in the film is an abomination.
Yeah, Pod Racer was alright.
What about the Super Star Wars games?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Die Hard trilogy.
Oh, no, you're talking.
yeah.
It's not my day. But we basically agreed that every movie tie-in is actually really good.
Yeah.
There's loads of them.
We've suddenly decided,
Iron
despite
Man.
the hackneyed video games journalist preview intro copy of any movie tie-in, always reads, "Oh, movie tie-ins are bad, aren't they?"
Yeah.
No,
No,
quite a lot of them are good
A lot of
actually.
them can be good.
Come up with a better intro.
Not movie time, but Star Trek Generation on the Next Generation on SNES. Because you could
Come
go
on.
into like the briefing room, you could beam down to planets.
Really?
It was like being in Patrick Stewart's head.
Or at least in his house and he's carrying you around like a baby.
in a papoose.
I'd like to see that game.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it in real life. Ashley Harrison asks, I know this is kind of a strange request, but on the next podcast, can you get Steve to say 33 in his traditional Irish accent?
Yes, we'll do it on the next podcast.
On the next podcast, yeah.
We definitely won't. Yobbo on Twitter says, yeah, let's just move on. Says, which was your favourite Zelda game before Skyward Sword, Ocarina of Time? And is it still your favourite game now that the new game's out? No. Josh Stevens. Well, a new favourite is now Skyward Sword. Any more questions?
No, this is good. This is good.
Wind Waker. Haven't played it yet. Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wind Waker, now Skyward Sword.
I wish we just kind of.
We should just. What about this one? Josh Stevens. As this year is. This is a proper one-word answer. As this year is Pokemon's 15th anniversary, would you like to see Red and Blue released on the Virtual Console?
No.
Yes.
No.
Why not?
Because
Why
if
wouldn't
people
you?
look at
Do you know
Pokemon
they're
Red and
absolutely
Blue,
abysmal? Like, you think,
Yeah.
I think they're good in your head.
Ooh,
You
no,
go
then.
back,
I've changed my mind.
they are
and
bad.
they look absolutely terrible.
It's like when you say, "Oh, GoldenEye was amazing in the N64," then you go
Then
back
you
and play it.
actually
You're like,
play it,
I can't aim
It's
in
a
this game
stinker.
anymore.
But surely that's
It's a
the
stinker.
case with lots of Game Boy games. Don't look as good as you remember them. I'd
Yeah.
rather play Pokemon Red and Blue than Side Pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the problem
or
is,
Burger Time Deluxe.
I
But
think
then that doesn't go the kind of following the Pokemon has.
I think the problem is Pokemon has evolved over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That when you play like Pokemon Black and then go back to Pokemon Red, it's
So
like
you can't run in
but
that game.
No.
You walk everywhere.
really?
It's so slow, and the Pokemon don't look like they should. They're like, it's all pre-anime, so
Yeah.
they don't look like the
cartoon
cartoons.
versions. They haven't
Jokemon.
cleaned up.
Pokemon were like,
Yeah.
Well,
I've got a forward answer for that. Which
Have
is,
you?
I couldn't care less.
good.
And I was counting
You-
the amount of words in my head. And I, was there,
I thought you were just trying not to swear.
quite the fool.
couldn't decide whether
well.
couldn't was one or two.
Yeah.
Apostrophe
It's a grey area. So those are the questions we've discussed in this month's
in
podcast.
great detail.
If you'd like us to discuss or dismiss your questions next month, email us at onm@futurenet.com with the subject heading podcast question, and now it's a competition. So this month's competition, last month we asked you to send us a sound clip of you saying official Nintendo magazine on sale now in the voice of your favourite video game character. The prizes were literally amazing. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 on DS, a 5-in-1 luxury pack, and Meerkat themed case for 3DS, DS and DSi.
That Meerkat
Chris.
themed DS case is amazing.
It is.
I've been using the Panda one, and it's one of the highest quality cases that we've ever given away, or I've ever even had in my hand.
you've got a
Get
regular,
that quote on the back of the box.
you've got a regular Chris Moyles here, ready to play them off.
Chris Scully.
Take it away, Chris.
All right, we got 12 entries in from a total of 9 people, which is some
Okay.
people were greedy.
It's good.
I'll go through them all. Do you want me to tell you
That's
who
a
they
lot.
are, or do you want to try and guess?
You play
Yes.
them and then
We'll try and guess who they are.
okay.
If we can't guess who they are, they're not a very good impression. They don't deserve to win.
Okay, this is Olawale Aina, series regular.
The official Nintendo magazine on sale now.
What was that?
Is that him doing an impression of you, yeah, Chris?
Yeah, it was, Gav. It was good.
I have no idea who
That
doing
was. I
really
don't
don't
know.
know.
That was
Slowpoke?
Steve?
I don't know who that was.
That was Big the Cat from Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's too obscure.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, right. This is Joe Holton. I'll tell you because he cheated. He did Beedle from Wind Waker. But
Okay.
he didn't actually say officially. I'll let you hear.
That's good.
That is
It's
nice.
good already.
Even menu selections.
That's brilliant.
That's really good.
I love
That was
that.
that.
He didn't say official
He didn't say
Nintendo
that.
magazine on
Cheated.
sale
Yeah.
He's
now.
out. He's out.
Okay, here's Jake Murray's. Okay.
It's the bad guy from Ghostbusters 2.
Singer from Napalm Death.
Good. Very good. No,
Was that Bowser?
it was Bowser. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I think
messed
he used,
around with that, though,
he used some
hasn't
sort
he?
of voice
Yeah.
modulator.
Yeah.
That's
Fraud.
not fair.
X Factor.
You're out.
All right, here's Gus Malone. This is scary.
Gus Malone.
Official Nintendo magazine on sale now.
Is that Luke?
Yeah.
No,
Leighton.
actually,
It's not
you won't
bad.
get it. You won't get it. It's nothing like her. That was Princess Daisy.
Oh, okay.
Apparently,
I was going to say Daisy.
the most hated character.
Friend of the podcast,
Yep.
Princess Daisy.
Adam March didn't really go for a game character, but here he is anyway.
Official Nintendo magazine on sale now.
While
suppose
making
Yoda is
making
in-
out with the microphone.
Yeah, he's been Yoda is in games.
Yeah,
so
but okay.
not primarily a game character. He's
Right.
out.
All right, here's Cyber GW.
Look, you can speak to animals. Would you care to tell me what he's saying, my boy? He's saying that the new issue of official Nintendo magazine is out now, Professor. Oh, and is somebody for ball? Bosh. Ah, well, that's another puzzle solved.
Sorry about that.
That was about
That was
as good
a-
as
that was a
my-
full
my
scene.
impression
That was
at
good.
the start.
Sound effects and everything.
I think
Yeah.
apparently I was looking late and talking to someone from Animal Crossing.
Oh, okay. So there's an extra layer of
Animalese.
impression there.
Okay, we've got three more entrants. We've got Dan Wen Huang. Right, this
Okay.
This is good.
Official Nintendo magazine on sale right now. $3.99. What a bargain.
That's Luke.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
And then Liam Diaz as Roger Moore. Kind of.
Of course.
Well, Luke, the mark of a true gentleman is one who
is
buys
good.
official Nintendo magazine on sale now.
That was
brilliant.
really
Yeah.
good.
That was good.
What was that guy's name?
That was Liam Diaz.
He's my favourite so far.
The last one.
Oh,
He's got an unfair advantage as his voice is broken. Unlike
Yeah.
The last one's Fraser McGovern.
magazine.
The last one's Fraser McGovern. He's given us 3, and though I don't think they're as good as Liam's Leighton one, I'm impressed at the range of voices he can do. Right, this is his first one.
Official Nintendo magazine on sale now. Duh!
That was Toad.
That was
Toad.
Toad. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
And then he's got
Official Nintendo magazine on sale now. Whee!
Wario there.
yeah. And then
not as
this
good as
one,
my
I'm
one.
amazed he can pull this one off.
Official Nintendo magazine on sale now. Peachy.
oh, that was really
I
good.
don't know.
Yeah,
Those
good peach.
those
That
three
last
were
one-
pretty good.
That last one was really
That's a
good.
Leighton
I
one.
think that. You reckon?
Or the Luke one before that. I really
The
like
fact
Luke
that
one.
guy's
think-
done 3 different ones.
No, I think Leighton or
pretty
Peach
good.
would be my
But
my
that's
choice.
also. He has done 3.
Should we vote?
Yeah, he's done 3. I think the guy who did 3 there should win.
Huh.
I vote for
No.
Luke.
Should we vote?
I like the Luke talking to the Animalese.
Oh, no, I didn't
Yes.
like that one. I
Split
like,
3 ways.
Didn't like that.
I did like it, but it wasn't up there.
What are your votes?
And how many prizes have we got? Can I split them?
Well, someone's going to end up with Harry Potter, and someone's going to end up with 2 sort of carry case type things if we split them.
Surely you only need 1 carry case.
I liked
that's true.
the young sounding Luke one.
Okay.
Dan Wen
I
Huang.
liked the Peach and the Leighton one.
Okay. Should we just agree
think
to
we all
send
liked-
them some things?
Yeah.
We'll send them some swag.
Yeah.
General swag.
Yes.
We're having a clear out anyway.
We're too nice to pick a single winner.
Yeah.
That's true.
Too nice
know,
or
the next
indecisive
factor
to pick a winner there. So congratulations to literally everyone who entered.
No, who was it? The young voice Luke one, the deep
the
sounding
Beetle one.
Leighton.
That
I
was,
liked
the Beetle
Beetle.
one was good as well.
Yeah, we didn't say. Didn't
Beetle.
say.
Yeah,
the-
he didn't say the
sorry.
thing there,
Okay,
did
so
he?
We
congratulations
nailed
to
it.
Joe Holton as Beedle, Dan Wen Huang as Luke, Cyber GW as Luke Leighton Animal Crossing, Liam Diaz as Leighton, and Fraser McGovern as the other 3. You've
Okay.
all won a load of rubbish from our desks.
Yeah, we'll send that out
Whatever.
at some point next week.
One day.
when we have that clear up. Yeah.
We'll just pick it out of the bin and stuff.
Oh,
you can have an old sandwich,
You've won a banana peel.
some old tissues,
An empty water.
that sort of thing.
It's a banana peel. I promise it's from Mario Kart.
Just draw some eyes on it.
So this month, in what will hopefully be a less underwhelming competition, we have a big U-Draw bundle to give away, which includes the U-Draw tablet itself, U-Draw Instant Artist, Disney Princess Enchanting Storybooks, and the best of all, Marvel Superhero Squad Comic Combat.
That's a good prize, though.
That is actually worth quite a lot of money.
Does it come with a U-Draw thing?
I've not thought this through.
I wasn't listening then. Does it come with the U-Draw tablet?
Yeah, it comes with the tablet as well, yeah.
That's like 80 quid.
Yeah. So it's actually a good prize this month.
80, is it?
The big thing is with all the like
absolutely.
stuff with it, yeah.
There's 2 games with it as well.
Yeah.
That's madness. Yeah, try and win
What are we
it.
doing?
Don't buy it.
So, because it's U-Draw, we are asking you to prove your arty skills and send in a drawing of us as superheroes in a typically self-indulgent O&M podcast competition. Send in your pictures to onm@futurenet.com with the subject heading podcast competition, and we will do a top 3 of the best ones next month.
I guess our next podcast is going to be our Christmas time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you want to send us some presents for us to open during the thing, then we'll open up those.
Last year we had was it a whole year ago we had the Christmas jingles
Terrifying
on your
Christmas
phone.
jingles.
That was
yeah.
it. That was when I wasn't here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Scotland by then.
We'll bring in some Christmassy stuff. Christmas it up next month.
Try and get Santa on the phone.
Yeah.
How time flies.
I've got him on speed dial, so
Yeah.
no problemo.
999 in it. They always get really annoyed when I ask for Santa for some reason.
Yeah,
He's
they
ob-
put you through eventually, though.
he's-
Just keep pressing 0.
He's obviously really
Fine.
busy.
So, can't wait for you to tune in next month where we have Santa live on the podcast. In the meantime, if you have topics you want us to discuss, email us at onm@futurenet.com. Subject heading podcast question. Issue 76 is out now, only $3.99. A note I've made here is it's amazing. So it's pretty much the best issue we've ever done.
Thanks for reminding us.
Just thought I'd remind you there. Until next month, goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you very much for listening to the podcast. Bye bye.
Do, 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 do.